AskReddit by unparalleled. What is a software you think everyone should know about and why? HW-Info. Free diagnostic and monitoring software for your PC. Fixed so much crap with Winfo when I built my first PC. Everything. https://www.voidtools.com/. Instant file and folder search. I can't believe this isn't integrated natively into Windows, and instead is stuck with an absolute garbage search. Find any file for Macs. Brew, bulk rename utility, an absolute lifesaver when need to rename huge quantities of files, such as when organizing digital photos. Bonus if you know regex. Edit, you do not need to know regex to use Brew. You can still modify hundreds of file names at a time, resequence, change file extensions, etc. without regex. Regex is just one option if you want to retain part of your original file name and the original file names don't closely follow a pattern. If you want a bit more official MSFT solution for the Windows nerds, you can also use Power Rename, https://learn.microsoft.com/en-us/power-toys/power-rename () available in the Power Toys suite of tools. Power Toys. I was a Windows Power user and let me say Power Toys just is a blessing from Microsoft. Instead of having different softwares or settings or commands typed, this software can customize almost anything and really give control over your device. Might not have everything but definitely covers almost everything. Last time I was using Windows it was on beta and available on GitHub or someplace. Edit, if you want to make new shortcuts or remap certain keys, it can also do that. Fancy zones as a tiling window manager is a true lifesaver. Define your screen layouts, shift drag a window to maximize it into any zone. Serial port notifier. If you work on a project with a lot of stuff talking over USB to each other, it is so great. You plug it into your laptop, and a notification pops up saying hey. The thing you just plugged in is COM8 so you don't have to guess or dig into some obscure menu to figure out what number it is. I am working on a CubeSat right now. Each module has its own associated USB-based debugging program so I'll frequently be juggling USB cables and COM ports. Sometimes I'm going back and forth between 5 devices, although usually it is more like 2 or 3. This program made that a lot less painful. I love you. Can't wait to get this. Notepad++, free lightweight text editor. It's remarkable how many issues I've solved for other co-workers just by opening a file in Notepad++ and examining it, usually to find that there are extra commas at the end of each like or that string literals aren't enclosed in quotes. It's a shining antithesis of software bloat. Size and simplicity of software in the style that was written decades ago, but with powerful modern features. YouTube MP3 downloader. It's great for downloading music you can't find elsewhere. Indie music that isn't available elsewhere anymore, or music that's out of print and such can now be downloaded. I do encourage legal purchasing and streaming of music, but if you can't get it anywhere else, then screw it, get it, and get it now before it's possibly gone. I recommend https://cobalt.tools/ because it's simply safer. Windowstat, so useful for finding shit that was dumped onto your hard drive and clearing it up. I cleaned up like 60 GB recently from my SSD of crap that was just lodged in my temp folder. WizTree is a similar tool but way faster. The LibreOffice suite, free yourself from MS Office. Critter, open source, powerful drawing application. VirtualBox, open source virtualization software. Edit, I had accidentally put a penbox instead of VirtualBox. A penbox is a window manager, and a pretty good one. I've used it before. but most average computer users wouldn't be tinkering with switching out their window manager. I could list hundreds of command line programs that are incredibly helpful, but most people could appreciate those 3. Lol, I remembered using OpenOffice when I was in college in the 2000s. Doing a group project and this obnoxious girl in my group was telling me to use the real thing. Bitch please, the only reason why I'm using OpenOffice is because ain't nobody got $sign to pay for Ms. Office Suite. Public origin. Easy to use, it works and makes surfing the web a lot more pleasant without an overwhelming amount of adverts fucking you on every page. And they actively fight YT's workarounds. It seems silly, but non-Chrome and non-OS default web browsers, in particular, Firefox. Most people probably know about it, but most people don't use it. And many people probably ought to give it a look if they haven't. Firefox is worth it just for the lack of auto-playing video ads. Click to play is so much nicer. Applications by Proton. https://proton.me They provide free and secure and encrypted services such as email, password manager, VPN, Drive, etc. A very popular alternative to Google Drive and Thunderbird. Proton is also open source. https://proton.me/community/open-source. Mars Massgrave. https://massgrave.dev/method-1 activate Windows and Microsoft products for free. JDownloader. https://jdownloader.org/. A popular download manager that makes downloading items easy and fast. It's better than the normal browser download manager since it can resume download at any point, unlike a browser which will need to restart the download. Plus it's much faster and secure and also has auto extractor for zip files. And it's way faster. Cryptomator. https://cryptomator.org/. Cryptomator encrypts your data quickly and easily. Cloudflare 1.1.1. https://1.1.1.1 encrypted DNS server. Is faster than most other DNS server and is free and it encrypts your data. You can find more at FMHY Free Media Heki. https://fmhy.pages.dev/. JDownloader is great to download video or only audio from YouTube. ScrapPi. If you own an Android phone, you can display and use your phone on your PC by connecting with a cable or wirelessly. Windows has a built-in app called Phone Link that does this wirelessly though. Everything by Void Tools. It's a crazy fast file searching tool for Windows. Windows Explorer will take ages to search a file by name or type. This tool does it in seconds. I usually use to find the biggest files taking up space on my drive or need to find something that could be anywhere. It's like magic for me honestly. How does it do this? Obsidian. https://obsidian.md. Most useful way to take notes using Markdown. I don't know if I like it in particular, but it supports latex math notation, and if you get tired of it you can literally just stop because all of the Markdown files are still there, and you can just open them with another program if you need them. It's a good editor. This thread is gold. Couldn't agree more. Verustical web application. You can upload a file and scan it to check if it contains any known virus. I think it's very important and useful. God's tier website for internet pirates. Everything. https://www.voidtools.com/downloads/. a far superior file search tool for Windows. Yes. I can't count how many times I found stuff that my coworkers just deemed lost. OpenView still the best free image viewer out there. It also does light editing tasks too. XNView is very similar and open source, though I don't remember why I switched to it from Earthen back in the day. The stupid red cat, or whatever that thing was, icon was probably a factor though. FBA 2000. Simply the best music player available on Windows. They have an OS X version that's not nearly as good and a version for Android devices which work nicely but lack many of the features of the Windows version. AMP. Basically what if Winamp did not die? If my PC is on, AMP is running and ready to play as soon as I push the play pause button. I've also tried FBA 2000, and all I can say is jank. Maybe that's changed since then, but that's my opinion RN. Sumatra PDF is great for all things PDF related. Critter is an amazing drawing tool and photo editing tool. Asaprite for pixel artist. LinkedIn Live or DaVinci Resolve for video editing. Notepad++ for text editing. Everything Search is amazing for finding literally every file in your computer. Jellyfin so you can build your own Netflix pretty much. Blender, https://www.blender.org// is a completely free CGI 3D modeling and rendering package capable of making Pixar movie level graphics. Although industry standard packages such as Maya, thousands of USD per license, are still dominant in the industry, Blender is making serious gains. Warning: the learning curve is steep, as it is for any of these packages. It can take years to become proficient. There are great YouTube videos out there to help, with the classic Blender Guru Donut tutorial being the first stop for many on their journey. As a bonus, if you're proficient in Python, Blender is shipped with its own rudimentary ident-of-env that includes the BPY library, an API that exposes most of the guts of Blender software to code manipulation and interoperability with other libraries. Stuxnet teaches you to assume any unattended USB drive is a bomb threat for anything you plug it into. This goes for data and AMP charging cables at this point. Also, Ditto Clipboard Manager. It's a great free program that keeps a clipboard like you have on mobile devices. I'm in tech support and it makes my job so much easier. Windows Key Plus V on a Windows computer if you have at least Windows 10. If you have a Mac, Alfred has an amazing clipboard history. Obsidian, https://obsidian.md// for note taking.